Welcome to SV Union School and Junior College presentation, Standard 10, Subject English, 3.3, Stephen Hawkins. At the age of 21, Stephen Hawking was diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, that is ALS or Lou Gehrig disease. In a very simple sense, the nerves that controlled his muscles were shutting down. At the time, doctors gave him 2.5 years to live. Hawking first began to notice problems with his physical health while he was at Oxford. On occasion, he would trip and fall or slur his speech. He didn't look into the problem until 1963, during his first year at Cambridge. For the most part, Hawking has kept his symptoms to himself. But when his father took notice of the condition, he took Hawking to see a doctor. For the next 2 weeks, the 21-year-old college student made his home at a medical clinic where he underwent a series of tests. Children, here we are going to talk about Stephen Hawking's early life. When he was just 21, he was being detected with the disease called amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. Now, this is a disease which results in the loss of the motor neuron, that's a control of the voluntary muscles, where you will find that his muscles or cells or nerves all were shutting down. And doctor said that he can survive not more than 2.5 years. Hawking first began to notice the symptoms. And what were the symptoms were? He used to every now and then trip or fall. Slur in speech means he couldn't speak the full sentence properly. He used to get gaps in between. That is called slurring in the speech, not very clear. Okay. And then his father noticed these things. When his father noticed, he took Hawking to the doctor. And after his family came to know about all this problem of Stephen, they all were devastated. But when he went through the series of tests, when he went through the series of events of test, that gave hope to his family members. They took a muscle sample from my arm, stuck electrodes into me, and injected some radio opaque fluid into my spine, and watched it going up and down with x rays as they tilted the bed, he once said when he was going through the treatment. After all that, they didn't tell me what I had, except that it was not multiple sclerosis and that I was an typical case. Eventually, however, doctors did diagnose Hawking with early stages of ALS. It was devastating news for him and his family, but a few events prevented him from becoming completely despondent. The first of these came when Hawkins was still in the hospital. There, he shared a room with a boy suffering from leukemia. Relative to what his roommate was going through, Hawking later reflected his situation seemed to be more tolerable. Not long after he was released from the hospital, Hawking had a dream that he was going to be executed. See, children, when he was in the hospital, he shared a room with a boy who was suffering from leukemia. See, leukemia is a medical term of a disease with what we call in our common English as a cancer. So the boy who was sharing the room with the Stephen Hawkins in hospital was suffering from the leukemia, that is a blood cancer, children. When he looked at him, he thought his sufferings were not as painful as his. So during the same time, he had a dream that he was going to be executed or soon going to be killed. This made him realize that he had so much to do in his life. He was very fearful. He won't be able to complete his PhD before he dies. That is the reason he started focusing on his studies. Before this disease would have hit him, he had completely lost interest in his studies and was not taking life seriously. But when he was going through the diagnosing of this disease, after this he started realizing that he had so many things to do in his life, so many incomplete work which he has to complete. He said this dream made him realize that there were still things to do with his life. In a sense, Hawkins' disease help him become the noted scientist he is today. Before the diagnosis, Hawkins hadn't always focused on his studies. Before my condition was diagnosed, I had been very bored with life, he said. There had not seemed to do anything worth. With the sudden realization that he might not even live long enough to earn his PhD, Hawkins poured himself into his work and research. A physical control over his body diminished. He had been forced to use wheelchair by 1969. The effects of this disease started to slow down. Over the time, however, Hawkins' ever-expanding career was accompanied by ever-worsening physical state. By the mids of 1970s, the Hawkins family had taken him in one of Hawkins' graduate students to help him to take care of his work. He could still feed him and get out of bed, but virtually everything else required assistance. In addition, his speech had become increasingly slurred, so that only those who knew him well could understand him. In the year 1985, he lost his voice for good following a tracheotomy. The resulting situation required 24 hours nursing care for the acclaimed physicist. It also put in peril Hawkins' ability to do his work. The predicament caught the attention of a California computer programmer who had developed a speaking program that could be directed by head or eye movement. The invention allowed Hawkins to select words on a computer screen that were then passed through a speech synthesizer. At the time of its introduction, Hawkins, who had still used his fingers, selected his words with a handheld clicker. Today, with virtually all control of his body gone, Hawkins directs the program through a check missile attached to a sensor. Through the program and the help of the assistant, Stephen Hawkins has continued to write at prolific rate. Over the time, Hawkins' expanding career, accompanied by ever-worsening physical state, was becoming more and more worse. He was forced to use the wheelchair. He also had gone through a surgery called tracheotomy, because of which he lost his voice in the year 1985. The resulting situation required 24 hours nursing care of the acclaimed physicist. But a California computer programmer had developed a computer program, speaking program that could be directed by hand or eye movement. The invention allowed Hawkins to select words on the computer that were passed through a speech synthesizer. Now, what is the meaning of speech synthesizer, children? It's a device that generates spoken language on the basis of written input. Earlier, when Stephen Hawkins could use his fingers, he selected his words through a handheld clicker. But later on, when the control over his body was gone totally, he wrote a program through a check missile attached to a sensor. Through this program and help of his assistants, Stephen Hawkins continued to write at prolific rate. His work had included numerous scientific papers of laws and also the information of scientific communities. Children, his work has included numerous scientific papers, of course, but also information for the non-scientific community. Hawkins' health, of course, remains a constant concern, a worry that was heightened in 2009 when he failed to appear at the conference in Arizona because of chest infection. In April, Hawkins, who had already announced he was retiring after 30 years from the post of Lucasian Professor of Mathematics at Cambridge, was rushed to the hospital for being what university officials described as gravely ill. It was later announced that he was expected to make a full recovery. Hawkins' health was a constant concern for everyone who was around him, but he passed away on 14th March 2018. His family claimed that he was supposed to be passed calmly in his sleep. The disease was he was going through was supposed to kill him in 2.5 years, but he continued to live with it for more than 50 years, children. He used to say, My goal is simple. He wanted to come up with simple formula which will explain this all, the starting of the universe and end of it. Sadly, he could not come up with such kind of formula in his lifetime, but his but he definitely was going to all of us, and the physicists who all were there to come up is there in their future. Children, here are the great words of Stephen Hawking. My goal is simple. It is a complete understanding of the universe, why it is as it is, and why it exists at all. And here is a belief of Stephen Hawking, what he used to believe. However difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at. It matters that you don't just give up. Thank you.